Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Lilo and Stitch. And this movie came out in 2002, and yes, I'm talking about the original, not the remake. And I don't have any interest in watching the remake. But this movie is directed by Chris Sanders and Nadine DeBolis, if I pronounce that correctly. And they're the same directors as How to Train Your Dragon, the first one. And I thought this movie was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I have seen this movie before. I didn't really remember much about it. Most of it was kind of just experiencing it for the first time almost. I do have some funny memories with this movie, not from the movie itself, but from when I was like a kid, and me and my brother were just like having fun with it, and just like making really funny Stitch impressions. And I'm not going to say what they are and what we said because I don't want to say anything too horrible, but it was pretty fun back then. And I thought the animation looked great, especially for 2002. And I love the designs of everything. Honestly, the first 20 minutes, I was loving it. Like, I loved the spaceships, and I loved how they set up Stitch and him as a character. That was all lots of fun and interesting, and I was so with it, wanted to see where it was going. It was super fast paced, and like I just wanted to know where are we going to go from here. And after that point, it kind of just turns into a typical Disney film. It's like, yeah, it's kind of what you'd expect almost. There are some elements that kind of bump it up from exactly what you would expect. And the comedy in this movie I thought worked for the most part. There were some really funny visual gags, and I love Stitch as a character. I think he's a really funny character. And he's the best part of the movie for me. I like him more than any other character in this film. And this movie does have some strange choices when it comes to the structure, which I'll get into a little bit later. But going back to my positives, I liked the character dynamics and what this character Stitch brings out of Lilo. And I found some of the characters to be interesting. And there's definitely things to take away from this film. And it's interesting as it is in this universe is kind of cool. And my issues with this movie are really just some pointless characters and subplots that just don't need to be there, honestly. And there are sometimes shifts in tone that didn't always work for me. Like at one point, we are in an action scene, and then next scene, immediately after that, we're in a scene where things are supposed to be slowed down and sad, and then we go back to other things, and it's kind of fun, and then like pretty serious. And I was like, this doesn't flow very well for me, and I'm not really with it all that much. And honestly, when the third act happened, it felt like it just came out of nowhere. Like we were just watching just any other movie, and then right then and there, third act starts, and it just felt like so abrupt to me. I was like, where did this start? And I guess one kind of issue that I have with this movie is that there isn't really much of a plot. It's more or less just these characters and what they're doing in their day-to-day life, and what the characters Stitch brings out of these characters in a sense. And from that point of view, I can kind of see how this movie is kind of all over the place, and it doesn't really flow as well as it should because it is trying to do a few different things and be about a few different things. And because of that, it kind of starts to become a mess. But the third act on its own was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the third act in this movie. There were some genuinely parts where I loved what they were doing with the characters and the story. And I thought the movie ended pretty strong. And then we get to a really funny joke that gets reincorporated that I did not see coming at all. And I do feel as though all of the pieces to a great movie are in this film. I just don't feel as though they're coming together very well to make like something really fantastic. And there are definitely things that could be improved for sure, but I highly doubt the remake is going to do that justice. I feel like it's just going to be the inverse of everything that this movie got right. And I've seen clips of it, and it looks terrible and really annoying and just honestly a little bit creepy. And that's about all I have to say about Lilo and Stitch. It was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed the movie overall. There's just some things that are kind of pulling it down, and some of the things I wish were expanded on, and just wish that the movie, and this might sound a bit weird, was just a little bit longer so things didn't feel as rushed or just all over the place as they wound up feeling. But all in all, I liked the package. I liked what this movie offered me, and by the end of the day, it's a good movie to me. So, with all that being said, I'm going to give Lilo and Stitch, the original from 2002, a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Lilo and Stitch, and my social media links. They will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Empire of the Sun. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.